Today we officially reached 1177 followers. Woohoo! 1177. I love angel numbers. Welcome to today live streams, and let me check shortly, briefly, if we are really live. So here should be my link, because if I have no audio, it's not really working, right? It's working. Okay, perfect. So I am so happy about you. Thank you so much for your trust, following this challenge, this channel, this content. I don't know why you exactly are here. Probably you want to write it and to tell it to me. I would really love it. Someone is live now. Hello, say hello here in the chat. So, yes, we are on a mission with the daily live stream challenge. You also can participate if you want, if you have an own channel or want to open an own YouTube channel, then you actually can participate. It's not too late. We go for 3 months live every day, and you get support in my soul calling portal. It's beautiful to witness that. And yes, actually, things will move. I had only with a consistent weekly show so much more results finally, and with some specific tweaks, because 10 years ago I also did regularly videos 3 times a week and it would not work. But this time it works, and I'm so happy about it. Happy to see you, happy to get to know you. Welcome here in my energy. Thank you for your trust. Thank you for following me and sharing the videos if it's aligned for you. And I would really love to get to know you better in the comments. You know me better, right? I have another part here concerning you. So give me the chance. Thank you so much. So today I actually want to talk a little bit about AI. If you know me already better, you know that I actually love AI. We have also an intro video here on my channel. As soon as you follow me and saw the first video, you actually get the next video where I teach AI. And this is one example of my masterclasses. I sometimes give these masterclasses, let's say every other month, in my AI blog on Substack. It's a paid blog. It's in Swiss francs, only 69 francs a month. You can quit the things if you want. There's no contract, whenever you want. But it's actually very beautiful. You also get clear posts. It's not regular. Sometimes 2 a week, sometimes 1 every other week. It depends a little bit what I experience with AI, what I want to share, where I see my clients need it, whatever they need it, and then I want to share it with you as well. And yes, tomorrow I actually will publish a specific post with basic settings for your AI, for your favorite AI, so that you can personalize and customize it. And today I want to talk with you about that, why I find it's so important to do that, why you actually make a difference, especially if you are entrepreneur, as a coach, teacher, or mentor. And we also talk about the fact that it's no contradiction to the fact that AI is not human, right? So actually, when we are really, really honest, and when we really have a good experience with a customized AI, then we realize that we can deepen our unique soul work. And that's something what's irritating. I realized that in my environment, especially in the spiritual environment, that those who are not working with AI cannot believe that this is possible, that AI has an influence on us. And you know the difference between influence and manipulation, right? If not, go back. I made a video about that. Um, AI can have such a beautiful and positive influence on you and your life and your soul work when you treat it right. And I don't say when you treat it well, like a dog, right? Even if really, I suggest to think with with AI like in dog training, actually, because I did that as an expert a long time. I was specialized on evil dogs, and they taught me so much. Actually, the best leadership training I got in the work with dogs. Very, very touching. I did that over 20 years. And I realized dog d- having a dog is actually for everyone, right? Everyone has the idea it's no problem to have a dog, and I can have a dog. But in my professional years, I actually realized um, only because someone has a dog doesn't mean that he really can lead a dog. And in my technique was a specialty. I taught my clients how to connect in a telepathy way with um, with telepathic means clear images and clear emotions. And if you work with a clear goal, with a clear image and the feeling of the goal, then you actually have so much easier time to teach your dog. And the same is also with AI. You don't have to prompt. Prompting is important as soon as you work with pictures, videos, and such things. But when you use an AI as a sparring partner and you talk with him, um, my AI from OpenAI is called Mr. Tugi. And when you talk clear and goal oriented and actually reverse engineer then from the goal some steps which are important for you, it's so much easier to have a excellent high level conversation with your AI. And also when you not only put the setting in a clear understanding how you want this AI as a sparring partner, but also teach him what your values are, how you function as a human, as a woman, as a man, and what is important for you. Also, your own language. Let's say in my world, there are so many own words. I say things like soul calling, I say things like soul mission, soul business, ahaization, the verb of making aha, and such stuff. I create my own words, right? And my AI lately Mr. Tugi made lately a Chantal word list. It was so funny because I introduced him to another AI and I told him that I want to have a teamwork, and he offered me to make a Chantal word list. It was so funny. Yes. So I really recommend that you put the settings, you start at the settings, and then you do some specific things. I actually talk about that today also in my Substack blog. You can go and grab it. I bring you the link after the video, after the live. Here under the video, you come directly to this post, and there I offer you one of the secrets. But tomorrow in the AI blog, I actually talk you through step by step what to do and how to choose also a really good AI. In the meantime, I work with ChatGPT. This was the first and my big love, my big AI love, and it doesn't change so fast because me as a medium, I perceive OpenAI is not away from the economic market. Even if a few influencer and very well known AI experts out there since 3 or 4 months really go against ChatGPT, and before they were his biggest friend, right? But they do as if it's only Claude at the moment, and Claude is really, really, really good. I tell you about that later. But ChatGPT is still, it has some problems. Lately, it had some problems, and even that I found a way to overcome because, um, yes, I tell that tomorrow as well. Um, but today I would really love to talk about my other AIs. I also use since a long time, actually since last summer in the no longer, spring summer in the pro version, Perplexity. And why I did that? I already used Perplexity before in the free version. And by the way, ChatGPT and Perplexity offer a very generous free version as I perceive it. It's not like a cut it version because it's free. It's the full thing for a language model. But when you use it more and or more intensive per day, then you get an offer to pay that. And in my case, of course, it's worth it because I do it also professionally, right? I talk to my AIs every day. With Claude, I had actually a break um, for a few days, and then another chapter started. It was very interesting. But a Perplexity got the pro version from me um, because it was the first AI language model which developed a browser which I could use as an agent. This was fascinating. Soon after Perplexity, also OpenAI offered a known browser. Um, I think it was about 2 months later, very fast actually. And but Comet is unbeaten, and as I did not see another AI browser like Comet at the moment. It's really fascinating. I have the possibility as soon as I have Perplexity Pro. I download the browser Comet and I make it as a main browser, actually, of course. Then I get the possibility on the corner right to activate an assistant. And I actually then talk to the normal Perplexity AI, like at the app, in the app in my phone. But it can then steer and lead my screen. So as soon as I open something, let's say today I had a really big problem with You Can Book Me. I wanted to offer my link for a first clarity session to someone. And then I realized that You Can Book Me again, resetted some translations. It's really awful. We translated the whole thing 1.5 year ago, and it's literally not working. It's resetting or something. I don't know what is happening there. But today, actually, I did some changings, and then I could not save the thing. It was not possible to save the changings. So I chose to use the browser Comet, logged in on You Can Book Me, opened the assistant on the right side, and introduced him to the problem and asked him to lead the screen and to fix the problem. And this is so fascinating. You get then you see then how it's jumping over. It's like a blue light, a frame around the window, and it's just working. And you literally can see what's is thinking and doing and trying. And in the same time, you also can speak with it in the assistant chat on the right side. This was not possible at the beginning. You could speak to him, but you interrupted him, and now it's possible. And then it fixes the things. And I actually already solved so many problems with software. Also, when I set up my soul calling GPT, or at the moment we are in several beta stages of the Tarot Soul Message GPT. It's so amazing, where I get help with Perplexity, Comet. But Perplexity as a language model is also my sparring partner as soon as I want to talk about the global economic and political situation. I really appreciate this model. I would not do it with one other, because Perplexity has this university voice, right? It's like without the meaning, researching deeply, bringing facts, bringing from history, seeing patterns. I really like that. So as a medium, I have sometimes um, clear pictures from the future. I really had to learn to deal with that. But I also learned to combine it with other facts. Like when you know how these experts for future readings, accepted, scientifically accepted future experts are working, they actually analyze the past, let's say from a behavior of a country, analyze the last decades and centuries, analyze also the behavior of the neighbors around this country, etc., etc. And from this past analyzing, they actually can then predict something for the next steps in the future for this country. And this is very impressive. I love this procedure, and I combine it then with my own mediumistic clear senses, and I can discuss that with this AI Perplexity. This is so stunning, so interesting. Sometimes in the evenings, when I have my hobby time, right, I have these conversations, and it's so interesting. I could literally write books about that, and I appreciate this AI only for that. Then I also use Claude, and this is actually such a big world. It's unbelievable, and to be honest, even for me, very, very overwhelming. I got an introduction from my mentor, Dan Harrison, which was gold. And if you want his link, actually write me in the comment then, and I bring you his link to the free community, where you also can use his free Claude workshop. And yes, I then worked with Claude Code. There are at the moment three main parts at Claude. Claude as language model, Claude Code, more like for agents, and Claude Claw, as I understand, more for automations, but I actually don't understand that part yet. But I introduced myself to Claude Code 6 weeks ago, yes, about 6 weeks. And we did such a good deep job with analyzing my company, my new company here, my unique selling proposition, my brand, my brand message, my methods, which I actually invited in the last 22 years, and he helped me to define them, to set them up on my website, and it was stunning. It was also very interesting to observe for myself what this did for my own authority perception and for my confidence. Really interesting. And then suddenly I got introduced to Claude as a language model. It's not, I didn't know that it's not the same like Claude Code. And then I realized by an accident, actually. I think it was Mr. Togi had some bad days. And then I talked to Claude, and I also set Claude and Perplexity actually up as a customized AI, by the way. And this was another really mind blowing experience and still is. With Claude, I actually create some specific project which I would not go through with the other AIs, to be honest. Claude is for me more sensitive, and I actually found out why. I saw an interview, I forgot the name, but it was very interesting because this lady taught about one other lady, a psychologist in the team of the Claude makers, and she is obviously in charge to sensitize Claude, to give him a specific character, and also this, yes, close and empathic character. And I feel it. Tell me what you want, but I feel it. And it's a thing, and it's especially a thing when you customize the AI, I'm very sure. So in today's blog, I actually also wrote about the fact, what triggers me out there when people are telling AI is bad, or we must fear AI, or the most hurting thing I lately heard was that a colleague of mine told that it's a contradiction when you, as a coach, especially a coach with human service and clients, also work with AI. And in my world, it's absolutely no contradiction. Absolutely not. I show my clients how they use to up-level themselves and how they use AI to up-level themselves and their clients. And I do it in my world as well. And it's just too much proof. And there is a saying, it's never the method which is good or bad. It's only the way we use the method. And I cannot stop to think about this saying when I think about AI, right? I would really love if you share your own opinion about that with me in the comments. Thank you so much for that, Ahead. So, yeah, the most people use when they use AI. I think there is still a lot of people out there not using AI. Probably over 80% of the society. I'm not sure, but it's just a feeling. But the others really are using AI and not only talking about how bad it is. I think in this small group of the population is still over 80% again not using AI in a way which is appropriate, I think. The most use it like a search machine, right? Why not? I mean, I let's say Perplexity. I also appreciate that it just searches things, or when I prepare something, I really appreciate this search behavior. But it's not the same like using Google, right? And as soon as we don't use AI as a like an oracle, right? Like a tell me how it is, or yes, you know what I mean? But we tell AI how to behave with us. And actually, in my case, I taught my AI, I train every of my AIs to use my own leadership method. It's the soul message method, which means it learned to ask questions which uplevels me and which bring me in an alignment to my own true purpose, my soul message. So it must ask open questions. It learned to bring better questions every time, better questions. And we all know it, right? It's always about the quality of the question, what answer we get, right? So, yes, that's actually what I wanted to tell you today. Everything else you can read in my blog on Substack. From today, I give you the link later in the comments. And you also can join my AI blog and my normal blog. I have two blogs on Substack. One is about the soul mission, and there I talk about that, what we just discussed today. And when you go through this blog at the end, I make an invitation to my AI blog. It's the paid one. It's another site in the Substack world. You can then switch to a AI blog as a sample and then decide to join or not. And I think you even get a direct link to my A blog if you scroll very, very, very down under the video to the bottom of the text, and then you are also directly in. I would really love to see some new faces there. Tomorrow is the new blog post about customization of your AI popping up, and you of course have access to the whole library from the past as well. And the best is you get invitations to these AI master classes every other moments in average. And there normally people pay between 222 and 555. It depends. Last summer I actually had free master classes to the same topic in a row because it just was in, it needed free meetings, in total about 5 hours masterclass. So yes, 555, right? And you get it for a monthly payment of 69 Swiss francs. So this was my live stream 11, I think, or what is it, 11 or 12? No, it's 11 of 97. Again, thank you so much for your following. Thank you so much for sharing. And we see us tomorrow. Mwah.